Hello, I am test1097. Welcome to test1097 update number 18. This update is a quadruple update. This update is for July, August, September, and October. Today we are going to be talking about Operation Pickle Fork, Local Boom 2017, and my channel. So with no further ado, let's get into this video. First off, I'm going to be talking about Operation Pickle Fork. Operation Pickle Fork has gotten a new update. It's called Dark Corners version 5. In this update, I've updated the disaster systems because there was a bug in the disaster systems. And I also added admin commands. These admin commands have been in the game for a while. They were originally admin only, the developer only. Now they can be controlled by anyone that has specific permissions. These admin commands are tier-based. The lowest tier you can have is tier 1 commands, and the highest is 7. I've also improved the emergency shutdown protocol. The emergency shutdown is its own entity now. Plus that, I've also added a abort button. This button can abort the emergency shutdown, but in order to fully abort the emergency shutdown, I have to be in the game to do so. And I have to verify the abort. Other than that, it will activate the emergency auto destruct. It will allow you to have 10 seconds before the auto destruct happens. There's no ground explosion. It will have a server error with a blue screen of death. I also updated the freeze down, meltdown, and emergency shutdown. The emergency meltdown and freeze down. I fixed the emergency meltdown. That's where the bug was. But there is something different this time. Because of the fixes and the new game commands, improvements, there is a display bug with the temperature display, where if you change the temp, the temperature state will stay the same on the temperature display. I'm really trying to patch that bug, but I'm thinking of I'm thinking of doing that in the empowering update. Now, with the empowering update, that will come in right around early to mid 2018, because The empowering update is taking a while. It is a big update. I mean, I am updating everything, including the emergency shutdown and such. The empowering update is going to be a big update. If I do say so myself. I am adding offices, generators, new disasters, improving old disasters. This version has 4 new developers working on it, and I'm trying to help them by pushing back the release. Well, expect the empowering update in 2018, but not right as 2018 rolls around, because we are not that fast. It will release in 2018, but not at, like, right as is 2018. I think that's about it for Operation Pickle Fork. Well, wait. I've added, trees, water, food and water crates, and construction barrels, and rocket fuel barrels. I've added random objects in the the Dark Corners version 5 update. It's kinda aesthetics and also for fun. For fun. I also kind of feel like that would be important during an emergency situation, like an earthquake or a twister. And the rocket fuel is required for the rockets, so that's why I added the rocket fuel barrels. These barrels are red because the rocket fuel inside is volatile. The rocket fuel is volatile stuff, but it can save you in a meltdown or freeze down situation where you might want to get out of there immediately. The core turns into a black hole in the Dark Corners update, but that is going to change in the empowering update. I think that's about it for the first topic, Operation Pickle Fork. Now I'm going to talk about the second topic, Locoboom 2017. I have updated Locoboom 2017 again. This time, the regeneration systems actually they finally work. But the only problem now is Open Broadcaster saw the explosion tends to overload Open Broadcaster software, including the studio version. So I'm going to be changing the explosion a little bit. So Open Broadcaster software doesn't get overloaded. Open broadcaster software doesn't get overloaded. The explosion right now overloads no. The explosion overloads Open Broadcaster software right now, including Open Broadcaster Studio. So what I'm going to do is going to change the explosion a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit better than it is currently. Currently, the core just expands rapidly when the countdown ends and the core reaches a supercritical state. The whole reactor will explode into a purple ball still. But I'll make it more interesting. I'll try to make it a more interesting explosion. Like add some particle emitters that mimic fire. And I might fine tune Locomotive 2017 a little bit. But I'm gonna be doing some fine tuning. Cause Locomotive 2017 is finished, but I'm gonna be doing some fine tuning. Making sure I'm gonna be fine tuning Locomotive 2017. To the point, I'm gonna be fine tuning it until the week of New Year's Eve, and probably add better music. Currently, I am reusing assets from Locomotive 2015 and some assets from Operation Pickle Fork. I might change things. Might change the look of things in the future, so they don't look like assets just stripped from Operation Pickle Fork. But I'll keep some elements of Operation Pickle Fork in there. They keep it interesting. And that's about it for the fourth topic, which is Locomotive 2017. Now I'm going to talk about my YouTube channel. test1097. Well, test1097 update is in July had its 6th anniversary. Which means my channel has been on YouTube for around 6 years. I started my channel right around July 13th, 2017. No, not 2017. 2011. I created my channel right around July 13th, 2011. I've been doing Operation Pickle Fork for 2017 for almost the whole year. Last year I did Runty Dewey. Runty Dewey is a 2D. It's a 2D wave game that I created in Java. Java is a programming language by Oracle. Originally by Sun. Last year I did this semi-only update. It was kinda put together. I didn't really do Local Boom 2016 at that point, because I didn't really know what it would look like. I just put things on plan. But when December 2016 rolled around, everything was last minute. Like, I put everything together last minute. It was kind of my, it's kind of the, special that kind of went together, that kind of came together last minute. It's not one of my greatest, it's not one of my greatest videos that I think I've made. But I'm doing things differently this year. And animation is kinda slow right now, because right now I can't really render that much due to it takes time, a lot of time, the time that I would like to do like other things. That's why I haven't been doing like any new Blender animations other than intros. It's because of the of my current technology. It takes time to render a Blender animation. And I don't have that time right now. So I haven't been rendering any new Blender animations. Programming, that is what I've been mainly doing in 2017 with Roblox. In 2017, I started Operation Pickle Fork right around February. And it's one of those projects that I like adding on things or improving a lot of stuff. Originally, I wanted to make it like as a part of an Easter special. I was originally gonna do like a 1-floor facility, but that kind of changed as time progressed. And I things kinda changed with my Easter special. But that change was good. I gotta say, that change in plan was good for me. Cause if I had done the Easter special, I don't know if Operation Pickle would have been ready at the time. It was new. It was in its alpha stage. I don't think it would be ready for recording at that point. I was still working out like systems, like the Chamber GUI. Everything was new. This was even before my custom rocket. This stuff happened right around before the Mega Rental update, which would be the update before Core Shock update and the Dark Corners. It was kind of like the foundation, the final straw in the beta stage, the alpha and beta stages of Operation Pickle Fork. Beyond that point, I have released the Core Shock update, which added lights. In the Dark Corners update, those lights now fail during a meltdown. Now, I've added Transformer in the Dark Corners update. I'm thinking of in the Empowering update, the Transformer can fail, like the lights can in a meltdown. That's what I'm trying to do. Also, I'm doing other things. I'm going to be creating new fans in the Empowering update. I may be going back into the topic of Operation Pickle Fork, but this is the channel topic right now. For right now. I've been also working on a minor project called Mystery Scales. Mystery Scales is a math game. Mystery Scales is kind of like you put like several items on one end, and you're trying to figure out what makes it balance. I've been working on a lot of projects, including Mystery Scales. As you can tell, I've been working on a lot of things in 2017. Which means probably I've been releasing one video per week recently, because I have been working on a lot of stuff in the past few months in 2017. I've worked on a minigame, a couple other reactor cores other than my own cores. If you already know, I also helped in the Robloxian Warp Core, the Robloxian Incorporated Warp Core. I worked on the rockets and the antimatter core. And I've been working on other cores, future cores, to working on future cores. I'm not going to be saying specific because they are not ready yet, or I like to keep the video. I'm not going to mention them due to time. And I might the tile system computer core system of Locomotive 2017 might go beyond 2017, because I think that is a cool concept to follow on. A reactor core that can auto-generate a facility right as the player can spot in. That could be amazing. Think of the possibilities that could happen, that could have. I'm only toying with the idea right now with Locomotive 2017, because that has systems that evolve around the tile maker system, that work on the tile system. Each tile is 20 by 20 by 1. 20 on the X, 20 on the Z, and 1 on the Y. And every tile can can be assigned a specific function. As demonstrated in Locoboom 2017 with the dance floor tiles. Those tiles have neon. Those tiles have flashing lights. So I don't recommend, if you have epilepsy, I don't recommend playing Locoboom 2017. I highly do not recommend it. Alright, I am test1097. I thank you for watching this video. This video is the test1097 update number 18. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.